stories and dungeons, they just really please me. And Sasha. Sasha pleases me. I remember when Angie was first teaching me how to roll and dodge and stuff, and I was like, I'll never get it. It's gonna be awful. I'll never get it. And now I'm like, oh, take that, and that, and that, and that with some of that. Oh, I better back up. How about some poison for your butt? There you go. And I was like, I'll never get it. And Angie was like, you can do it. And I was like, no, I can't. Okay, maybe I didn't say that. But and now I'm like, eat dirt. Everybody, cheese. Yay. We're stealing all the cheese. We're stealing all the cheese. Yeah, Angie's really proud of me. She's like, oh, one of my little ones has grown up. Look at her dodge and roll. I'm so proud of my baby girl. She's so cute. I love her. She's probably not saying anything like that, but I like to imagine. One of my younglings. I trained her from when she was just a little pup. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what's up? So I have noticed that I role play when we're going through the story, and then I just slip into my own personality when we are when we're going through the dungeons. Because, as you well know, combat brings out the smack talk in a girl. Man, these stupid urns! I love this game. I freaking love this game.
That's enough cat and mouse for one day, plaything.
Wait a minute! Oh no! Mount Bishop! Mount Bishop, are you alright? What is this? What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it right now! Stop it!
It was me the whole time! Are you surprised? I was surprised.
Oh, did you hear that? Okay, that was extremely good voice acting. Did you hear that? Like, that was so good. I can't even do it. It was so good. Okay. You, I love you. I hate your character. I love you. Actually, I love Uncle Shio. He's crazy. He's always good. He's always ready for a good time, but boy, is he frustrating. Man, he's amazing. We already figured out that you were the skooma cat. It seems like for someone who's Daedra, you're kind of slow. I thought you'd let Zazinza go if it took a place. You promised. I know you did come through with the cheese, and I will admit it's delicious. I love it. The beets and cheese were fantastic. It's just delicious. But anyway, no. I told you I would take a place.
All right, yeah, so I did. But then I thought it'd be more fun to just keep you both. I was half right. You're a little too good as a plaything. It's not fair if you're always winning.
What's not fair is you cheating. That's what's not fair. That's what's not fair.
That's the best part of playing games with lunatics. They're always changing the rules. You'd get it if you just let me whack you on the noggin a few hundred times. No? Well, game's over. Off with you now.
Since, Mr. Daedra, she agreeth, sir, that you are a sore loser. A chicken. You can't stand it that you've been beaten by a pure mortal, and one who's really small at that. And I I also think that your breath smells like rotten cheese.
Look at you, making demands. In my games. In my realm. All right. One last impossible challenge for you then. How's that for sporting? Say my name 3 times backwards.
What kind of impossible challenge? I love it. This is definitely the one she would do. This is definitely the one she would do. Hi, Kimmy. She looks at him. She says, Sasha, watch my back so there's no funny business. She turns around and she goes, Yigarath, she a go so a loser, wrath.
Ah, knew I should have gone with frontwards. They never expect that. Anyone who turned their back to a Daedric prince is a wedge short of a wheel. Go on and take that one. You earned it. Loony.
He called her crazy. He called her a loony. That's awesome. Oh, you're nuts, man. My mother, I'll have you know, Mr. Daedric Prince, and yes, I do honor your realm, but I do think you're rather crazy. But I'll have you know, when I told my mother that I wanted to be a knight, she told me I was 3 marbles short of a game. And I told her I'd prove her wrong. But I guess you're right. I guess I do have to be a little bit short of a marble or 2 in order to want to be a knight. But I don't care. If that makes me loony, then... So be it. Hey! Who is that? Oh. They ruined my moment. Back up. Back up. I'm trying to have a moment here. Oh, Lord. Something's about to kill me. What is this? Holy crap. Oh, wow. Wait, nope, not that, not that. Whoa! Gonna die. Gonna die. That's kind of bad. This thing just came out of nowhere. I'm going to die, and it's gonna piss me off if I do. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Give me some, no! Give me some poison, give me some poison. Whoa, what is this? What is going on, man? I feel a sudden need to be elsewhere, like way elsewhere. Yeah, like way to frick elsewhere. Hey, I could use some help here. Thanks, appreciate it. Back at, what the bleep? Is it dead? Is it dead? You just got mad because I was sticking my fingers out at you like this and you just got mad and stuck something on me? You're so losers what you are. Ah! Are you okay? She looks alright. That must be very uncomfortable. Cheese!
Of my dreams.
Oh, that was the most wonderful cheese.
For Haskell sees the mess you've made. Neither of us wants to hear that.
Escape this nightmare, quickly!
But that was cheese! It was the most wonderful cheese I've ever had it in my whole... It was so flavorful and rich and creamy. Wow, wow. Sasha looks at the portal and she bats at her and says, all right, Sasha, I'm coming. And then she gets one more regretful look behind her shoulder. That chase! Wow! Oh, all right, I'm coming!
Haduras, what have I done?
It was not you, Saizensa. It was the skooma cat that brought these misfortunes.
Oh. It's all right. No, it's not your fault. Look, Haduras is right. Right, Haduras? I always like to talk to these people first if I can, because sometimes it'll give me extra stuff that they wouldn't say after you talk to the quest giver. Are you all right?
Walker, this one remembers you from her dreams. Your face, your voice. 2 moons guiding her through the fog. Saizense cannot repay you enough for this.
Sheogorath's hold on the temple should be gone now, but I am so sorry. Oh. I'm full. Oh, thank goodness. But my pack is so heavy. It feels like there's 100 wheels of chaise in here. She drops her pack suddenly on the ground, and then she looks up and says, I'm sorry. My mind is all between and betwixt. Sheogorath's hold on the temple should be gone now.
Saizense is to blame. The skooma cat would have never caused this chaos, if not for her weakness. She led her clouder astray, and too many of her disciples had to pay the price.
I don't understand what you mean. I told you, it's Sheogorath, not you.
As Moon Bishop, it was Saizense's duty to protect her temple. But when the time came, she could do nothing without Joan and Jode to show her the way. When the visions did not come, she tried to bring them with the sacred sugar. She is no leader.
You had a moment of weakness. Believe me, and she looks ruefully down at her pack full of cheese. I understand. Trust me. Will you remain? As the Moon Bishop, I think now more than ever, people need you, your priests and all.
It is not for her to decide. If Khajiit lost their faith in her, she would not be surprised. This one will beg forgiveness for her failings and accept the will of her clouder. She was too reliant on her gifts, and a leader must be more than a prophet.
A leader must have a true and faithful heart, and that I feel you too.
For the moment, it is all this one can do to try and restore peace and order to her temple. Then will come the true test. She knows the dragons will come to 2 moons, and her clouder must be prepared.
That is true. I wish I could say it wasn't. But it is true that the dragons have arrived. I have been up close, snout to nose with one, and lived to tell the tale. And that means if there's hope for me, there's hope for you. Listen, tell me what you saw in your real vision. That's where you can find your hope.
Dragons. So many of them, erupting from the mouth of the world. The skies becoming choked with flame and cinders raining down on our sands as one of the great creatures devours the moons. Much in my visions is symbolic, but this was so vivid.
Maybe it was that sacred sugar you mentioned.
Moon sugar, refined into a potent liquid, skooma. It is a dangerous thing, abused by sugar-tooths who cannot resist its spell. But it is also a gift of the moons. There are ceremonies where the sacred sugar is used. I thought they could help me.
But it's so dangerous. Do you think it might have helped you, with visions or something?
Those who drink and smoke the sacred sugar experience things. During our ceremonies, these things are seen as a premonition or message from the twin moons. But it was the skooma cat that came to me instead. I should have been wise enough to see.
So that means you're powerful enough to open up a space for the skooma cat to come through into the world. That is no small thing, if you could put it to good. Is she a Gorath, though? Do you know why he becomes the sugar cat?
He has always been the skooma cat, since Fadumai gave him life and purpose. You may call him Sheogorath, and we Shegorath, but the truth is, he is both. He and his litter mates are cats whose coats are what they want us to see.
Mersie pauses to consider for a minute. And then she says, "Have you seen anything else that may have been a true prophecy? Maybe about the dragons, or about our new queen, or the Speaker of the Main?"
This one only barely recalls things she saw in the haze, but the image of a man with 2 heads climbing the stars to hold the moons in darkness sticks with her. It is fit for the dreams of the skooma cat, but Saisenza fears there is some truth to it.
A man? The image of a man with 2 heads, climbing the stars. Thank you, Saisenza. I'll think upon that. Priest, and she bows to him, and also, forgetting herself, remembers and bows to the priestess as well too. And she turns back to the priest and says, "Excuse me."
Sharp Claw, Hadoras is glad to see you kept your wits about you. This one thought he too would lose his mind while keeping the priests from getting into trouble. It was like trying to herd mice.
Was anyone else harmed?
After you scared 8 lives from Hadoras jumping through that portal, he convinced his fellow priests to keep within the temple grounds and do nothing too crazy.
But how? How did you get him to listen?
With a rousing game of Saisenza Says. She was not here to contradict Hadoras's white lies, so his foolish fellows were eager to do his bidding. Khajiit did nothing untoward with this newfound authority.
Of course not. You seem like a very honorable Khajiit. What will happen now that sanity is restored? I know you're going to have some of your priests to bury. Those who jumped thought they were going to make it to the moon.
We must tend to those who were harmed by the skooma cat's mischief and offer prayers to the moons for those who were tricked out of their lives. I fear, though, that our troubles have just begun.
Oh. What makes you say that? I hope I can be of service. You have my bow.
Saizenza's prophecy about the dragons was no deception of the skooma cat, and her prediction that they will swallow Jon and Jode weighs upon this temple and all our realm. We look to our moon bishop for answers, but none are to be found.
There was something outside that distracted me. And she was trying to find the answers through moon sugar. Skooma. She fears the priest will not continue to follow her. Do you agree?
Khajiit have always followed her without question, but now knowing that her vision may become as clouded as the dark moons, That faith is shaken. Hadaras thinks we must see for ourselves from now on, and not put the burden entirely on our moon bishop.
I have faith that you will help her find her way back. By the way, Crafter, I did see your message. I was in the middle of conversation, and I wanted to tell you that what gives the double... I did put it in the list. I did name it, so go back and look through that list. I remember writing, this is what gives me the double attribute bars, so please go back and look again. Because I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. But I knew people would ask me about that, so I did make sure, and I'm pretty sure I did. If you read through the whole thing and then you don't see that, I didn't do it, then ask me in the next stream. Mad God's Turban collectible. Let's see what that's like. Mad God's Turban, so you can set active. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Maybe when she needs to put her hair up after she washes it. Otherwise, no. And you can see that she has a, wait, her hood is missing. Let me put that back. I mean, normally her hood is hidden. But over here under quick slots, under appearance, you can put on hide your helm. So I'll set that back to active. And then it keeps her helm off for story and appearance, but still gives her the look. Because that helmet is pretty... That helmet's the only thing I don't like about that set. So... we have finished that quest. And I'm going to take us out here.
This one should have jumped. Why didn't she? She was to be saved. Shh. You were wiser not to follow Saizenza. Those who did were the only ones to suffer.
Incense always makes me sneeze. I was just curious to see if that was a chest you could open. Are you alright, Moon Priest? Are you alright?
Zarga caught them all. He ran and ran and ran, but they could not escape him. Now he can sleep. He will not mistake the beatings of their wings for dragons.
I love the way Khajiit look. I mean, look at him. What a face. I'm glad that you, Oh, the butterflies. You made it back. Oh, I'm so glad to see that. I'm glad you're safe. She reaches out, grabs his hand, and gives it a shake. He stretches and lies back down, ready to rest. I think that might be everyone here to talk to. Moon Bishops. Oh, this is the people laid out. Oh no. Moon Priest? Well, before she talks, she's gonna offer her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. She's gonna offer a prayer to whoever's listening. Ifray, Jode. These Khajiit lost their lives because they were taken over by madness by Shir Goreth. If you have the power, could you sour his cream for like a whole eon? For me. With love from Mersie. Hello, open world. And then noticing the priest looking at her, the eyes glazed over with tears.
Oh,
Did Aramun Bishop find the path? Rilasu saw her vanish, but Cisenza did not show her the path. Why did she leave us behind? Rilasu would have followed.
It is better that you did not. Do not trouble yourself over much. It is better that you did not. You would have been hurt. Just want to see if there's anyone else up here. Nope. Just the poor passed on. All right, so that brings us out into the fresh air, and we have something really important to do before we leave this area. Really important. We need to loot the holy heck out of it. So one time I came here before there was a quest, and there was a chest right there. I distinctly remember it. I haven't seen it since. So I guess it's either if you've already picked it once, maybe. But no, that can't be it, because that was on another version of Mersie, who hasn't been here before. This is Mersie version 6, I think, before I finally got her correct the way I wanted her. But there's a lot of urns in this here temple, and we're going to pay our respects to those who have passed on by looting the heck out of them. Angie says they respawn, but they're server side, not client, meaning that anyone who happens to be in the server can get it, and so someone else already got it. But I felt so lucky when I first found it. I was like, oh, look, a chest. And on this side, we have this urn here. So while I'm doing this, so you know, I will be live next Wednesday. Will be the next time I'm live with a new game that releases that day called Night Call. It's a mystery game. We have to solve a mystery. And we are a taxi driver in Paris. And we get to question people in the back of our taxi cab. And there's a serial killer on the loose, and if we don't catch him, we will be put to jail. You know, as scapegoat. And so it's pretty much our life or find this serial killer. I'm going to walk down here to an Elsewhere table pattern. Oh, cool. And it's kind of dark noir. It's really interesting. So we're going to be playing that for a few hours. On Wednesday, I'll be live on the usual places as well as on Steam. Okay. And backpack and a drink. Let's get a drink. And it's such a lovely day. It is 5:08 a.m. in Elsewhere on the 4th of Fredis, the 4th of Morningstar in the Second Era. 604! We were in 603, so I think Morningstar must be January? Ooh. Sitar? I don't hear it. Where? Somebody playing?